just spotlights the underlying inequalities and extra burdens that Black communities have historically had to deal with in this country. We see it in the disproportionate impact of COVID-19 on our communities, just as we see it when a Black man goes for a jog and some folks feel like they can stop and question and shoot him if he doesn't submit to their questioning. Injustice like this isn't new. What is new is that so much of your generation has woken up to the fact that the status quo needs fixing, that the old ways of doing things don't work, and that it doesn't matter how much money you make if everyone around you is hungry and sick, that our society and our democracy only works when we think not just about ourselves, but about each other. More than anything, this pandemic has finally torn back the curtain on the idea that so many of the folks in charge know what they're doing. A lot of them aren't even pretending to be in charge. If the world's going to get better, it's going to be up to you. With everything suddenly feeling like it's up for grabs, this is your time to seize the initiative.
And 33 million Americans have now filed for unemployment. U.S. officials are saying this is a catastrophe on par with 9/11, and 33 million Americans have Pearl Harbor. And 33 million Americans have the U.S. government of dropping the ball. And 33 million Americans have Governor Andrew Cuomo has found some saviors to help reimagine New York in the aftermath of the pandemic. And 33 million Americans have billionaires. And 33 million Americans have Cuomo has given Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, and 33 million Americans have the task of helping to reimagine New York in the aftermath of the pandemic with telehealth, remote learning, and broadband.
Probably the best mind in this country, if not on the globe, to do this is.
And 33 million Americans have,
I believe.
And 33 million Americans have medical records of millions and their ownership of Fitbit. And 33 million Americans have.
And whether they will be recognizable as public schools at all.
The Gates Foundation are big advocates of Common Core. And 33 million Americans have an initiative aimed at advancing America's performance. And 33 million Americans have.
Michael Bloomberg has volunteered.
And 33 million Americans have.
Hello? Okay, just a second. It's for you. The question is, what is a phenomenon? The question is, who cares?
Does anybody, you put that slide back with you. Does anybody believe this number? Does anybody believe this number? Some more
And this is why
eggs on television.
COVID-19!
Does anybody believe this number? Excuse me, does anybody really believe this number?
this is why the reporting is so important.
Does anybody really believe this number?
I put China on there so you could see.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? They always treat you like a child, and they've stolen all your instincts to be wild. Maybe you swallowed all their lies, 'cause you opened up your ears and closed your eyes. So swim, little mermaid, sink or swim right up and look 'em in the eye. Swim, little mermaid, with your sword of truth. It's time to pierce the sky. It's not easy to believe the ones we all have trusted don't deceive. Maybe it's time to challenge life and see the whole world's been hypnotized. Swim, little mermaid, sink or swim right up and look 'em in the eye. Swim, little mermaid, with your sword of truth. It's time to pierce the sky.
Big up to everyone in the chat room. Like and share if you care.
600 miles using stars around the compass was I tell the story. The sun is not so far away. The sun is not so far away. when she thinks about what's going round. Could it only be an opportunity? Need another with some mysteries down the road to misery. Weave a little bit of fantasy, 'cause that's really what it seems like to me. She'll take your moon. So many miles, so many miles away. She'll take your moon and your stars where I she'll take your moon and your stars where I so many miles, so many miles away. She'll take your moon and your stars away. When she thinks about how this going wrong, could it only be an opportunity? Lead another with some mysteries down the road to misery. Weave a little bit of fantasy, 'cause that's really what it seems like to me. She'll take your moon and your stars away. So many miles, so many miles away. Trillions of miles. She'll take your moon and your stars away. So nice that even want to come and ask your price when you're lost on the avenue of broken dreams and attitudes. That even want to change your face in the black point. Baby, what's left to fake? She'll take your moon and your stars away. So many miles, so many miles away. She'll take your moon and your star away. She'll take your take your moon and your stars away. Not today. You never take my moon and my stars away. No, 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 not today. You never take my moon and my stars away. You never get my forgive me. Yeah. Let's see. What do you do if you don't like yourself? What do you do if you ain't got nobody else? What do you do if you don't like yourself? You need your mental health. You make a soccer count. Pretend to be somebody else. What you do, you know, you just pretend to be somebody else, man. What do you do if you don't like yourself? What do you do if you ain't got nobody else? What do you do if you don't like yourself? You need some mental help, you make a soccer count. pretend to be somebody else. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do. When you don't love yourself, you just pretend to be somebody else. And that's what they do, because what do you do when you don't like yourself? What do you do if you ain't got nobody else? What do you do when you don't like yourself? You need some mental help, you make a shop account. Pretend to be somebody else. You know what I mean? Tend to be somebody. And that's also Brenda too, because that's Brenda. It's also Take the Money and Run, I think, right? Take the money and run. Take the money and run.
Take it. Will I take it?
Yeah.
Or I'd be last on line, or I wouldn't take it at all. Whatever's best for the country.
All right, let's go, guys.
Thanks. No, I wouldn't say that at all. You see what it does, especially for people over a certain age and people that have an infirmity. If you have diabetes, if you have a bad heart, if you have a certain problem, it just, Myron, it just goes after you. It's vicious. And we're saying that people that are over 60, 65, but over 60, we're even saying, sort of stay back for a while. We recommend you staying back for a while. At the same time, with young children and children, we'd like to see the schools open early next season and on time. It's incredible how it's very unique how the children aren't affected, but people that have problems and older people are can be very badly hurt, injured, or die from this problem. Oxford, Johnson & Johnson, incredible places are doing, I think, a really good job. And they're very advanced, but we have to now see. We're going up to that very delicate final stage with a number. I think a number of other countries are also doing quite well, my people say. And just so you know, working very closely with other countries, and whoever gets it first, my hat's off to them. We're not looking for first
Or flat. Or flat.
what we had produced, but we'll produce it again.
The current members of the Flat Earth Society in Congress, they must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society.
And the dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon,
that the world was round.
Was it Felix? Felix Baumgartner? Now, you know, I don't have a problem if she does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he's like, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not! At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat.
But how do we know the Earth is not flat?
Earth is flat.
And the dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon.
and not
That stuff is flat.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
You just don't.
Yeah, it is.
That
Yes,
stuff
it
is
is.
flat. That
Earth is
stuff
flat.
is flat. And that stuff
What are you talking
is
The Earth is
flat.
flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
The earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
Flat.
Earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking
The
about?
Earth is flat.
The earth is flat. Is flat. The earth is flat. Is flat. The earth is flat. Is flat. The earth is flat. Is flat. The earth is flat. Is flat. You wanna wake up? The earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat. The earth is flat.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
The earth is flat.
Earth is flat.
The earth is flat.
Shaq, what are you talking about?
The Earth is flat.
The earth is flat. The earth is flat.
Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs.
Flat.
You don't see the curvature of the earth is flat.
Well, it's time to go find Hyperborea.
The earth is flat.
What's wrong with them then?
they're the wrong shape and they're just awful.
I have the doomsday device. You have 72 hours to deliver the gold, or you face the consequences. And to prove I'm not bluffing, watch this.
Surface, and he said, wow, he's in space. Look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature beach ball.
Okay, so she got lucky a few times. I never asked for a stupid globe. That's mine.
Using that model, they managed to generate every thought I could possibly have in the next, say, 10 years, which they then filter through a probability matrix of some kind to determine
globe.
Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Is flat. Is flat.
Stupid globe.
Earth is flat. Earth is flat.
Take a good look at the cycle law, thermodynamics. What? You got CGI, we got 200 proofs. You got NASA lies, we got 200 proofs. You got lights in the sky, we got 200 proofs. We got 200 proofs, over 200 proofs. Hey, you got CGI, we got 200 proofs. You got NASA lies, we got 200 proofs. You got lights in the sky, we got 200 proofs. We got 200 proofs, over 200 proofs. Hey,
the earth's flatter than a matador of fat cat, and this rhyme's tighter than a dry hymen line vagina. Your mind's kinda like a fine china dining item, ready to crack at the first sign of any pressure. So let's test you with the best open-ended questions. Consider first, don't just blurt out your worst suggestion. What shapes the world? Is it twirling around, you reckon? Take a second, you're gonna need a physics lesson. You've been taught that you ought not to feel the spinning, but I've got quite a lot to reveal this evening. It seems you bought an implausible false theory, cause on a ball, there's gradients involved. It's not so simple as one speed for all. 1,000-mile pH rate at the equator, with polar observers sitting softly at nil, and everyone between at different speeds still.
you got CGI, we got 200 proofs. You got NASA lies, we got 200 proofs. You got lights in the sky, we got 200 proofs. We got 200 proofs, over 200 proofs. You got CGI, we got 200 proofs. You got NASA lies, we got 200 proofs. You got lights in the sky, we got 200 proofs. We got 200 proofs, over 200 proofs. Hey, Aries failure is just a play on words. No matter how they try, they can't move the earth. Is it on pillars or balanced on elephants? Questions like that may seem like nonsense unless you're willing to clear your mind of all that propaganda they use to confine your own logic and levels of reasoning. We're always hearing explain the seasons. See, the sun moves itself on a circuit between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn. You heard of it? How about the spire top of Notre Dame? Ship captain sighted seeing 150 miles away. At the distance, it would be a mile below the curve. Light refraction only accounts for a 12th of that yard. They change into shape to an oblate spheroid. Sounds like the ramblings of a bloated schizoid.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake. But we didn't really test any of those materials for, is it space hardened or whatever, So It just has the same seats that like a normal car has. It's just literally a normal car in space. Sorry for that. It's kind of silly and fun, but I think you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. So, like, that'd be cool. Sure.
What's the purpose of sending a car to Mars? There's no point. Obviously, it's just for fun, and to get the public excited.
Research flat.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
Once you go flat, you never go back. It just got real, y'all.
Are working right now to breathe life into those old flat earth theories of protectionism. Our new world is far smaller.
The horizon is always eye level. Once you go flat, you never go back. Where is the curve? A code red science emergency.
Isaac Newton, my man, said,
To which point she said the whole thing is a hoax. Things just fall.
This is called gravity.
Jumped out of a perfectly good balloon. Was it Felix? Felix Baumgartner.
People think the earth is flat again.
Talk about the flat earth and sometimes, but when I read the Bible, it makes a lot of sense to me. You know what I mean? We all know gravity's just a theory. Evolution's a theory. You know, we know Einstein was a weirdo.
Listen, man, okay? If you're a flat earther, it's about the flat earthers. Anyone who is a flat earther, in the 1980s when I was growing up, people talked about the Bible teaching a flat earth, but in reality, flat earth, a flat earth, it's always cosmologically and scientifically correct, called fake Christians, claiming that the Bible teaches a flat earth. On YouTube, you know, you just get all these comments from flat earthers. And so flat earthers out there, so I lost less than 1% of my subscribers. So like 99% plus of my subscribers were real. But Tyler Doka, the flat earther, on that same day, he lost like a third of his subscribers. Raise you right. That's why you're a flat earther.
People think the earth is flat again.
The geocentricity people, flat earthers, if you call in, but geocentric callers are welcome because you can actually reason with the geocentricity people. But you know what? I'll say that about the flat earthers. So geocentric is welcome to call in. Flat earthers, but you know what? Flat earth.
We're talking about relativity and we're talking about relativity and we're talking about relativity. We're talking about relativity. We're talking about relativity and actual. We're talking about relativity and act.
But you know what?
This world is not what you think it is.
I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. Hey, my name is Tristan and I'm in second grade and I asked my teacher to show me an experiment where water curves. She couldn't do it because it doesn't curve. The water always finds a water. Okay, I'm a flat earther. She couldn't do it.
We've been recording. We've got some really good stuff, but I mean, don't hold your breath. That we're very, doing that stuff.
I've noticed you around.
There's so much good news happening in the space world right now.
See what we've done on ventilators?
On board the International Space Station. We've been up here conducting thousands of experiments.
Because we're making thousands and thousands of...
Conducting thousands of experiments that help benefit life back on Earth.
For a 3-year-old.
Or you're educated, you said prison, but the way our brain works, everything, okay? So, right, left at all. So what color is it going to turn?
That kind of sucks.
There's still atmosphere there, but it's not dense enough to beat the
31 miles.
31 miles.
Excuse me. This particular atmospheric link, and we're doing all kinds of nasty stuff to it. That is unbelievable.
Of the International Space Station orbit.
Like other shit floats around.
About a millimeter above, 2
that's
millimeters.
terrible.
That's the thickness of the air above which we say you entered space.
Why are we not teaching this in school? I mean, seriously. If you ever want to have a true appreciation of just what a delicate balance we live in, that is it right there.
Correct.
That is it right there.
Correct.
I mean, seriously.
Everything. Okay? Do. What? Do.
What? That is it right there.
Correct.
Oh, there you have it.
Do.
What?
Do.
What?
So.
That is it right there.
Correct. That's a Star Talk info bit. Do.
What?
Do.
What?
As always. Do.
What?
Do.
What?
Do.
What?
Do.
What?
Do.
What?
Do.
What?
Don't post that.
That is it right there.
Correct.
Do not post that.
Here it's early morning in Dover, relatively flat seas, as you can probably see, and just down there gathered are now an ambulance.
Except the curvature of Earth's surface, if you believe in a round Earth, so you can't beam beam light and bend it. Right. Okay. Not on
unless
Earth.
you have a gravitational force that will bend it for you.
Yes, that would work. So on a black hole, you try to send a beam of light, and it'll just curve and go around the black hole itself. So, but on Earth and sort of normal gravity that we live in, no. So it has to be a line of sight delivery.
Todd, and thanks for checking out. And by tomorrow, 33 states. And by tomorrow, 33 states
wall is?
I'm familiar with the ice wall and the White Walkers, so I assume this is something to
Firewall.
counteract the ice wall.
I'm asking you firewall, and you are talking about
Well,
something
when
else.
I say ice wall, I'm also familiar with the wall, the metaphorical wall around the flat Earth diagram, but I'm not familiar with the firewall.
Floating disk in any way. Put it under a steamroller and roll it out flat. Really flatten it in this direction. And let's try and imagine what that would look like. Well, here's our aluminium plate, and we'll switch it on. And then it's as if we had a magnetic river without any flow. It's quite stable, but it needs something to push it.
Ruining our environment. I want my grandchildren to be able to live on God's green flat earth. And if we murder all our trees like savages, they're not going to have any air to breathe. And that's the truth.
Is a bit flat. Is a bit flat. 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 Because flat. And unfortunately, this version is, at least on this record, is a bit flat. Because I think the way it's mixed doesn't help.
So, break a globe to break a globe to break a globe to break a globe to show us. Break a globe to show us. I just took this. Eighths of one
frail and fragile. And there's Boston Apple as the shellac. So,
if you ever want to have a true appreciation of just if you ever want to have if you
air above which space.
Why are we not teaching this in school? I mean, seriously. If you ever want to have a true appreciation of just what a delicate balance we live in, that is it right there. I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously. What a delicate balance with you.
And it's why Neil.
Well, I don't know where they come from, but they sure do come. The Masons coming for me! And I don't know how they trick us, but they trick us good. They make us think that we're free! They give me flat smack fever! Flat smack fever! Well, my first time with providers, I was 5 years old. I got it from some Masons at school. I went to see the ocean, but there was no curve. NASA gets what they deserve. They gave me flat smack fever. Flat smack fever. I got it, flat smack fever. Flat smack fever. The earth ain't spinning. Reclaim your brain. You got to change. You know you're going to be win. You're going insane. It makes a grown man lion, won't you free your head? Well, I make the globies growl with the sound of my band. They know they get you from me. They know it's time to go when they see my smacking hand. They know I do it for free. I hear the flat smack fever. Flat smack fever. They got it bad smack fever. Flat 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 smack fever.
People write me, Pastor Jennings, I believe the earth is flat. If the earth is flat, it's the shape of the earth. If it's flat, fine. Step away from the walking dead. And then you all got up and just moved on to the next thing.
It was put in the form of a question to a group of extraordinarily hostile people, namely the fake news media.
Ooh, what does that mean? Ooh. So Verizon. Ooh.
Mars rover. Watch out for the cliff.
Ooh.
Somebody else is watching that rover.
Ooh.
As faster than light travel.
Ooh.
Comments about whether or not you sound like a chipmunk or you talk really slowly.
Ooh.
You can speak slowly at the high frequency.
Chipmunk. No one understood the chipmunk.
Ah.
That's cool.
I'm
just saying. It's like sitting at a light for 20 minutes. Woo! 20 minutes. Woo! Woo!
To carry these folks.
So if you're going through a wormhole, you're not having these Doppler effects. Or
Right.
anything.
If you're close to a black hole, to really predict what's happening in terms of superluminal communications.
It's by a factor of 3.
You're not doing
whatever,
anything.
Root 3, whatever the number is. It's about a bunch of stuff in order to let that story roll. But I'm glad they used the word quantum. It's behind, that's all.
Oh, okay.
It's behind you.
You know it.
I'm Neil deGrasse Tyson, your personal astrophysicist. We are signing off Star Talk as always.
Significantly flatten the curve.
It is flattening the curve, and we see that again. That curve is flattening because we are flattening the curve by what we are doing. Seeing
a flattening of the curve. But once that curve flattens, we really need to understand that if we want to flatten that curve.
Just to flatten the curve, I said to flatten that curve. Yeah, flatten that curve.
Flatten the curve, we'll flatten the curve, we'll flatten the curve.
To significantly flatten the curve.
And we'll flatten the curve, and we'll flatten the curve. We'll flatten the curve, and we'll flatten the curve. We'll flatten the curve.
About one is the atmosphere. Looks incredibly flat.
To significantly flatten the curve, flatten the curve, flatten the curve.
You have become the wealthiest man in the world. Is that a title that you really wanted or not? Is it a
I can
burden?
assure you I have never sought that title. And it was fine being the second wealthiest person in the world. That actually worked fine.
Back in 2014, a $600 million computing cloud project developed by Amazon Web Services for the CIA began servicing all 17 agencies that make up our intelligence community.
Our mover and shaker this morning is Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. The internet giant has signed a groundbreaking cloud computing contract with the CIA worth as much as $600 million, according to Federal Computer Week. It says Amazon Web Services will help the intelligence agency build a private cloud infrastructure to help the agency keep up with emerging technologies like big data analytics.
So what do you think about the Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos, the richest guy in the world?
He's fascinating to
And he
me.
sits on a Pentagon board, and he has a $600 million deal with the CIA, and he runs the paper of note.
Wait.
So
Amazon Alexa is just gathering up information on everything you do?
Yes, it is.
That thing bothers
know it
the shit out of me, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's all spooky.
It's like some kind of Orwellian nightmare.
Do you remember writing in your diary, freedom is the freedom to say 2 + 2 = 4.
Amazon's net sales increased by 26% year-on-year to $75 billion in the first quarter of 2020, led by the surge in demand as people stayed home owing to the global pandemic.
I know that people are angry, and that's okay. And if you want to take it out and send it my way, makes you feel better, that's fine.
Parsons.
Flat and a flat and a flat and a flat and a flat.
How's that for trippy?
A flat and 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 a flat. And a flat and a flat and a.
They say the Earth is flat.
Or flat.
Gone flat. Well, it's gone flat.
Sir, we have a situation over here.
I feel better now. It fits the mood. Have a great day. Please hit like, subscribe. Have a better day than I'm having. Bye.
Save up all your USD. For go away. You know we've changed so much more than your playground. You'll be safer, stay uptown. Go away. You know we've changed so much more than your playground. You'll be safer, stay uptown. Go away. You're a big disgrace with a skip and a beat, then you're in this place. Go away. And you really listen that I'm complaining all the time, but it's already go away. I don't know it. This what you come for. This what you're looking for. Papa Prince Harry. Girl like to marry. Save up all your USDs for British University.
The atmosphere looks incredibly flat.
How are you today? This is great. Welcome to that NASA show. This is an exciting half hour about
The rest of the world is getting ready for the World Cup. Russian cosmonauts are also getting in on the action. Cosmonaut Oleg Artemyev enjoys some time kicking and passing the official 2018 World Cup ball. Artemyev brought the ball with him in March aboard the Soyuz spacecraft along with an official World Cup t-shirt. Russia is hosting the World Cup and maybe the next venue could be space. For World of Sports, Regina Ham, RT America.
And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs.
Okay, here we have Russian astronaut Anton Shkaplerov which they call them cosmonauts in Russia. But anyways, this is the same guy that you're seeing right here. Now, those of you who didn't see it, I'm going to slow this down for you so you can see it. Notice as he headbutts the ball, right as he goes up about right here, his head disappears, his face disappears. And the reason that that happens is because that whole background is a green screen. Now, those of us who know about green screens and know how they do this trickery, you guys probably seen it the first time I played it. But just in case you have cognitive dissonance, I'm going to slow it down ×3 so you guys can see this one more time. And when you watch this on the news, you don't really catch it. But all you got to do is go and look up some of these NASA videos and slow them down, and you can see this stuff. Now, what happens here is he goes beyond the boundary of that green screen. And what happens here is that causes him to fade out, because we're looking at two different scenes put together as one. He's in one room, and what you see in the background is filmed somewhere else. And then the green screen is put into play, which brings both scenes together. Anyways, these people are not in space. It's time to wake up. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
Hello? Wake up. You, yeah. Wake up. I said wake up! Get your ass up!
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI if it was fake.
It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. I believe everything I learned at school. I pay my taxes and I follow the rules. Get my vaccinations and promote them too. Of science and gravity school. There's nothing more to learn about this place we live. It's a spinning ball and globes are really the biz. Let's colonize Mars with a human race. Drive our red spots cause through the vacuum of space. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. I only get my info from reputable sources. Men in White Coats, BBC, Quora, Snopes and Forbes. Nothing worse than those conspiracy theorists watching YouTube videos thinking now they're the smartest. We're just too small to see the curve. I love that bending water is the best in our world. It's magic that we don't fly off our ball, but I'm sorry, off your head you'll fall. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake. It looks so fake, it's gotta be real. It looks so real, it's gotta be fake.
I'm Chris Hadfield, and I have a mustache. I'm Chris Hadfield, and I have a mustache.
I've been a space enthusiast since I was 4 years old. Getting to work on a mission like this, dude, it's a dream come true. To me, Dawn is truly Earth's first interplanetary spaceship.
No other spacecraft has
Gone to a distant body, gone into orbit around it, maneuvered there, then broken out of orbit, traveled elsewhere in the solar system to another alien world,
and gone into
orbit around it. And it does that with ion propulsion, which I first heard of in a
Star Trek episode.
Which I first heard of in a Star Trek episode.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly.
Earth is flat and not round.
We will establish a foundation for an eventual mission to Mars.
Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
Igor, Frederick, man about town.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the Taven.
Said, give. Give him a said give. Set him free.
A visitor is all I ask.
In our preoccupation.
Handle back.
I ain't got no body, and nobody cares for me.
People think the earth is flat again.
Not easy to believe. The ones we all have trusted don't deceive. Maybe it's time to challenge life and see the whole world's been hypnotized. Little
What about the sun? Do you see any trace of the corona?
No, the glare from the sun on the helmet visor was too difficult to pick out the corona. The only time we could see the corona was during an eclipse of the sun from the moon. That is, when we were flying through the moon's shadow and could observe the solar corona peeking out from behind the moon. It was as if you were looking at a television set with the contrast turned to full contrast, very black and very white. You see that at the terminator, and browns appear, although at a very low level.
So Paul Michael Bales made a diss track about me. Him and Neil deGrasse Tyson think they can rap now. Okay. I'm in. What's going on? Some raps now. I'm flowing on with a song for your mom. Tell her Earth's flat and her ass is the bomb. Tell her Iraq cells cracked by Iran. Tell her I'll be back with a smack for her son. Then tell her she's fat like a Renaissance cunt. Tell her she's whacked like a 90s pun. Then start a slow clap when the rap's all done. Tell her all that, then tell her one more. Tell her that you were the son of a whore. When she asks Sue and tells you to snitch, tell her the son is a son of a bitch. Anyway. It's me, Yoga Guy, weaponized version 2.3, here to bring truth to the unwashed masses, force you to put on your daily classes. But you see, was I right? The Earth's fucking flat, Holocaust denied. Hitler was cool and not a bad guy. Talmudic Jews with control of your mind. Masons the tools singing Shalom L'chaim. Jesuits too, they're the Vatican kind. The presidents come from a royal bloodline, while the Jews choose which school class is assigned. The government's waiting in mafia crime. The word broken down means control of the mind. They probably would kill me for making this rhyme. And when they do that, take the hint as a sign. The Stubbe was right all along the whole time. Once you go flat, there's no going back. The plan of attack is stick to the facts. The whole thing will fall when we give up the ball and prove that the earth isn't moving at all. So it's time to commit, put an end to this shit. Draw lines in the sand, take sides with the fan with the minds. If you can show lines and the man realize that the plan is to take all they can. Educate yourself first, then take a stand so you can demand the truth and command the proof in your hands. When nukes and the damn mails, you can remain calm and say you're all wrong. It's a fact that earth is flat, bitch. NASA stole trillions and gave you CGI pics. See for yourself the horizon, if it drops 20 miles up, still in the same spot. Flat Earth is not as dumb as you thought. I can prove you're not moving, whether you like it or not. See that light called the North Star in the middle of the sky like a bullseye? It's gonna be there the rest of your life. It ain't moving, and neither are you, and the rest of the Earth. That would be incongruent with the fact that you'd have to be assuming that North Star just happens to be zooming perfectly with you and me for eternity. That's stupid. So you go flat, there's no going back. The plan of attack is stick to the facts. The whole thing will fall when we give up the ball and prove that the earth isn't moving at all. So it's time to commit, put an end to this shit. Draw lines from the sand, take sides with the fan with the minds. If you can, show lines when the man realizes that the plan is to take all they can. Educate yourself first, then take a stand so you can demand the truth and command the proof in your hands. When nukes on the damn mails, you can remain calm and say you're all wrong. It's flat, bitch. NASA stole trillions and gave you CGI pics.
I'm learning. Ralph, my cat's breath smells like cat food. Make this country great again. I'm learning.
in the United States.
And 33 million Americans have.
And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs.
And 33 million Americans have.
That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
See what we've done on ventilators. We're now with the kings. I have many countries calling. We're the king of ventilators. Countries are calling, and they're calling all the time now. Can we help them with ventilators? And we are helping some countries. I'm speaking to everybody. They all want to know if we can help them with ventilators, and we're capable of doing that because we're making thousands and thousands of ventilators, and every governor has more than they need. In fact, some of the governors are now taking ventilators and shipping them to different states that don't even need them, and every governor has more than they need. In fact, some of the governors are now taking ventilators and shipping them to different states that don't even need them.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently have been including flat Earth content within your TPS reports. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's flat. Yeah. You see, we're putting globe programming on all the TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see NASA's memo about this? Yeah, I've got the memo right here. It's flat and it's not a spinning ball in a vacuum, so there's a problem. Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you use globes from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of NASA's memo. Okay? No, I have the memo. I've got it. It's right. Milton, hi. Do you believe you're on a spinning ball? But now it's that the Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour and orbits around the sun. Yeah, no, I know what we're taught. I was just thinking, I don't feel any motion, you know. Well, I was taught that we are on a globe spinning in space. This is the truth. Why would I question my teacher? Say I don't see why. Okay, all right. Tyson says that it's oblate spheroid and pear-shaped. Hi, Peter. What's happening? We need to talk about your TPS reports. Yeah, the cover sheet. I know. No flat Earth content. Yeah. Did you get that memo? Yeah, I got the memo, and I understand the policy, and the problem is that Earth is not a ball, and NASA's taking taxes from us, so I've got a problem with them. Yeah. It's just that we're putting globe programming in all the TPS reports before they go out now, so if you could go ahead and try to remember to do that from now on, that'd be great. All right?
So, Peter, what's happening?
Whoa. Hey, Peter, man. Hey. So I'm gonna be going away for a while. Yeah, I know, man. Going to the center, dude. What can I say? Yeah. Well, it's time to go find Hyperborea. You take care of yourself if I don't see you, alright? You too, man. Take care, bud. Alright.
Thank you, Thunder Bay. Let's hear it.
So Paul Michael Bales made a diss track about me. Him and Neil deGrasse Tyson think they can rap now. Okay. I'm in. What's going on? Some raps now. I'm flowing on with a song for your mom. Tell her Earth's flat and her ass is the bomb. Tell her Iraq sells crack to Iran. Tell her I'll be back with a smack for her son. Then tell her she's fat like a Renaissance cunt. Tell her she's whack like a 90s pun. Then start a full clap when her rap's all done. Tell her all that, then tell her one more. Tell her that you were the son of a whore. When she asks Sue and tells you to snitch, tell her the son is a son of a bitch. Anyway. It's me, Yoga Guy, weaponized version 2.3, here to bring truth to the unwashed masses, force you to put on your daily fastest. But you see, was I right? The Earth's fucking flat, Holocaust denied. Hitler was cool and not a bad guy. Talmudic Jews with control of your mind. Masons the fool singing Shalom L'chaim. Jesuits too, they're the Vatican kind. The presidents come from a royal bloodline, while the Jews choose which fool path is assigned. The government's waiting in mafia crime. The word broken down means control of the mind. They probably would kill me for making this rhyme. And when they do that, take the hint as a sign. The Dubé was right all along the whole time. Once you go flat, there's no going back. The plan of attack is stick to the facts. The whole thing will fall when we give up the ball and prove that the earth isn't moving at all. So it's time to commit, put an end to this shit. Draw lines in the sand, take sides with the fan with the minds. If you can show lies, and the man realize that the plan is to take all they can. Educate yourself first, then take a stand so you can demand the truth and command the proof in your hands. When nukes on the damn mails, you can remain calm and say you're all wrong. It's a fact that earth is flat, bitch. NASA stole trillions and gave you CGI pics. See for yourself that horizon never drops 20 miles up, still in the same spot. Flat Earth is not as dumb as you thought. I can prove you're not moving with your like it or not. See that light called the North Star in the middle of the sky like a bullseye. It's gonna be there the rest of your life. It ain't moving, and neither are you and the rest of the Earth. That would be incongruent with the fact that you'd have to be assuming that North Star just happens to be zooming perfectly with you and me for eternity. That's stupid. Once you go flat, there's no going back. The plan of attack is stick to the facts. The whole thing will fall when we give up the ball and prove that the Earth isn't moving at all. So it's time to commit, put an end to this shit. Draw lines in the sand, take sides with the fan with the minds. If you can, show lies when the man realizes that the plan is to take all they can. Educate yourself first, then take a stand so you can demand the truth and command the proof in your hands. When nukes on the damn mails, you can remain calm and say you're all wrong. It's flat, bitch. NASA stole trillions and gave you CGI pics.
Or flat, or flat, or flat, flat, or flat, or flat, or flat.
Colour would you?
No, but you know, Rene Russo is lovely.
Well, I try my best.
Yeah.
Okay, have a look at this. Thank you very much.
We're round, we're a disc, aren't we? Round and flat.
Yeah.
Sorry. Alright, look, honestly, quite seriously,
Yeah.
we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have to fly around it? Yeah, it feels like flat or a ball.
Flat. I think it's flat.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty flat to me.
It certainly does, doesn't it? And you...
I was reading a lot of stuff on the flat Earth.
Okay, yeah. True.
That's true?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, cool.
All
Hey,
right.
God bless, brother.
Alright, have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, but you're not having me on. We are. We're round and flat, aren't we?
Pancake, mate. Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you, man.
No worries.
You made my day.
If you put gypsum over
But,
there.
yeah.
I'm just saying the skullduggery of scientists led us to this point in believing this bullshit.
What bullshit exactly?
That the Earth is a sphere when it so clearly is flat. See? You ain't even willing to question it. That's how they get you.
If the Earth's flat, then how come no one's ever fallen off the side?
Easy answer, Antarctica.
Research flat Earth.
Chell. I've been reading through some of your files and have noticed that you are, in fact...
It's easy to paint. Still water is always level.
When we first opened our doors.
Since 1926.
Since 1978.
For 60 years.
For 75 years.
For over 80 years.
In 90 years. Over 100 years. Nationwide has been on your side.
Restaurants have always been there for you.
Nissan has been with you through thick and thin.
We will do what we've always done.
Take care of people.
We're people.
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 And family.
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 Family. Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Family.
Families are families. Families.
Even now. Especially now.
Especially now. Right now.
Now more than ever.
More than ever.
Today, more than ever.
Today, more than ever.
In times like this.
At times like these.
During these difficult times.
In these troubled times. Challenging times. Trying times. In these times of uncertainty.
During this time of great uncertainty.
During these uncertain times.
During these uncertain times.
In uncertain times.
In uncertain times. Uncertain times.
Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented times.
Unprecedented times.
This unprecedented moment in our history.
It's time of social distancing.
While things have slowed down.
As we turn more inside.
While the doors may be closed.
While the distance between us has gotten bigger.
The more we stay apart,
we still find ways to stay close, even when we're apart.
even if we can't stand closer than 6 feet.
We can all stay connected to work, school, and most importantly, to each other.
There's still ways to touch each other.
All without leaving the comfort and safety of your home. Without leaving the safety of your home.
From home.
Home. Your home.
At home. 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 Home.
Home.
Home. That's the key.
Buick and GMC are here to help.
Con Edison is here to help.
Here to help.
Our teams are here.
We are here.
We're here.
We're here.
Here for you.
Here for you.
We're here for you.
We're here for you. We are here for you. We're here for you.
We are here for you. We'll be here for you.
Runnings is here for you.
We're still here for you.
We're with you. We're part of your community.
So you can trust us.
You can count on us.
And we'll get through this. Together.
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 Together. Together.
Together.
Together.
Together.
Together.
Together.
Together.
Together. Together. And together.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Together. Together. Together.
Together.
Together.
MasterCard.
But I was like, wow. I say that. I was like, wow.
Please don't tell the supervisor I have the flu.
Why, the only cure is bed rest. Anything I give you would only be a placebo.
Where do we get these placebos?
Maybe there's some in this truck.
Space go along with doing science experiments in space.
And we have Dan Burbank here. We're on the International Space Station.
Get in.
To me, a frontier is a place where your normal intuition no longer applies.
Problem on one of our spacewalks where we were trying to unfold a beam that supports some lights on the outside of space station. And this beam was folded up into its launch, for its launch state. And
what responsibilities and jobs are going to be yours when you're up there?
Well, I'm one of the science guys, and I'm one of the repair guys. And fortunately, there's lots of science and lots of repair to do on station, so that will certainly keep us all busy. You have a whole series of O-rings in here, and
shape of this cup. And you can see I'm continuing to suck the coffee out, or actually sip the coffee, because we're no longer sucking out of a bag now. We're drinking from a cup. And
You just have a leak,
and what you would do is
lose air.
People think the Earth is flat again.
The atmosphere looks incredibly flat.
astronauts are really, really good at making pictures in space that look like you've never left the planet.
Stuff in space,
when you're there.
Things that I think about. One is the atmosphere looks incredibly flat.
Destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. It was so. It was so. The answers are not in the back of the book, and you're going to have to figure things out for yourself. And this makes an environment that's rich in discovery. It makes an environment where the things you learn are going to tickle your imagination and enrich your mind, and then you share them with everybody on Earth, and that is the value of questions. You will find that the very questions you asked to begin with were not the right questions that needed to be asked in the first place. And this character is what's going to keep human beings from becoming a fossil layer eroding out from some hillside on planet Earth. And we won't become dinosaurs. Because after all, if the dinosaurs explored the space, if they colonized other planets, they would still be alive today. I got to play the didgeridoo. I'm not really that much of a musician, and I certainly don't look like one. And, you know, the kind of people that play didgeridoos, they look pretty much like musicians. And maybe I better do something so I look a little bit more like a didgeridoo player. Stand by. So I got a pair of scissors, and I made my crew shirt into a real musician didgeridoos kind of attire. And so I can play my didgeridoo now. Now, let me change out the right angle adapter for the crevice tool. And what we're going to do now is we're going to hook two hoses together. Now I'm going to be out of the camera picture because this is a long didgeridoo.
That by putting this right angle adapter on it, that essentially you're cutting the frequency in half. And making it a higher pitch because you're essentially anchoring a node here, there'll be a node at this end, and you'll essentially have a standing wave down the length of this hose. With two hoses, and if you remove it and put the crevice tool, our thinking is that that you've now got a pitch of a tone that's about half of that, so it's a much lower tone. And then if you attach two ends of the hose or two hoses together, it's getting lower still. And so it's really interesting, and it's also very interesting to see how the size of the spheres is affected by the tone. So the spheres are tuned, and you can excite a mode in those, and it's dependent upon the tone as well. It's always an interesting exercise to look at all the things around you and try to look at them in a different way.
How are you today? This is great. Welcome to That NASA Show. This is an exciting half hour about fashion.
Exciting half hour about fashion.
Space fashion, that's very difficult to say. Space fashion. Space fashion.
There's a rinseless shampoo that is applied, rubbed in, and wiped off with a towel.
Space fashion.
Toilets are equipped with footholds, and both men and women can urinate standing up with the aid of a funnel.
It's a fake.
It was so
a fake.
If you do this experiment on the moon, they both fall together. There's this piece of footage that shows this done, and sure enough, they both fall together. And that proves immediately that this experiment was done in a vacuum. But more than that...
Same time. How about that? A fake.
Image to fake.
Well, actually, it isn't at all difficult to fake. NASA itself would repeat the very same trick, this time officially in the 1999 story From the Earth to the Moon. This time the astronaut held the hammer the other way up, so that we could see it was not the same fakery as the first time. Of course, that original demonstration by Apollo 15 doesn't in any way prove that it had taken place on the Moon. Before NASA reenacted the whole thing officially, we had already conducted our own experiment. Here we are in our London studio in 1G, complete with an atmosphere. There they go. As you can see, the feather and the hammer arrive on the ground at the same time. Now if we slow it down by the appropriate amount, lo and behold, these two items fall nice and slowly as per a 1/6 G environment. This illusion is all about calibration.
A fake.
It was so...
Charlie. 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 Charlie.
Are flat. What we had produced, but we'll produce it again. And I think we'll produce it again very fast. More than 3.3 million tests. Still further. Abbott
Divine of Lake Tahoe, California, and thank you, Mrs. Helen Cristillo.
3 in the morning, and there was a bus coming around a turn.
Take it like I made you.
Your face is very familiar.
You two formed your team in 1936, fellas. Did success come easily then, Bud?
No, Ralph. Our timing was perfect for each other.
What did Costello do when he heard of you, Frank?
Well, he sent me to New York Hospital, and
yeah, that's all right. He gave
and he gave a big surgical form and a spine operation.
Are flat. Through Project Airbridge, which has been an amazing success, we have completed 44 flights. Logistically incredible what they've done. And we've also been working on this with the military. And these people have been, the genius of all of them together has been incredible to watch. In total, through all channels, 39.4 million N95s, 431 million gloves, 57 million, 100 million masks, and 10.2 million. We ordered 5, and they'll be coming shortly. 100 million in Kokomo, a remarkable testament worker. 600,000 more to come. A brief clip that we have of General Motors sent to us by General Motors in Kokomo, and I think they might be wanting to play that for your benefit, please. In Kokomo. There was a clip about ready to be played, but that was sent to us by General Motors, and we thought it would be a good one to play. It's amazing. In Kokomo.
Sheeple are strange to a flat earther. Space station's ugly when you know you're enclosed. Masons seem wicked, NASA unwanted. Streets are all even on flat ground when you're strange. Sheeple come out of the rain. Sheeple are strange, believe in NASA. Moon landing's ugly when you know there's a dome. Globe's a sickness, a theory of weakness. Water is level, know your own home. Gravity never explained.
There are 75 Bible verses that prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the earth is flat. Think, oh wow, if there's that many verses, they can't all be wrong. Is that prove beyond any shadow of a doubt that the earth is flat? They're, flat earthers will, quote unquote. And let me just start out, quote unquote, quote unquote, quote unquote, quote unquote, quote unquote.
Don't see the curvature.
If the moon is approximately 50 feet, I think, 30 to 50 feet from here.
Well, I guess you got your friend, some friend to take me down.
Flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. And then I showed examples of wide-angle lenses, curving horizontal. I tweeted that. But I don't want to be a small, curmudgeon or anything. I just want to. I don't. There's so much to actually be obsessed with. I don't.
So the trick is to make people want it, to embrace it. There's only one way. There's only one way.
Oh, this is very
You're
important.
gonna miss
I've
out
heard
on
this. I know this.
Just a word and watch your little house divide. You better pray that the lies you have always can keep you from always much more than you do. 'Cause the debt just gets bigger, and one day I figure someone will be calling it
He just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. He just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat.
The edge is in your mind. 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 Exit the dome, new lands to roam. Into your brain, the edge is in your mind. The edge is in your mind. The edge is in your mind. Edge is in your mind. There is no cliff, fall you will not. Exit the dome, new lands to roam. The edge is in your mind. 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 In your mind, in your mind.
I only want to help, don't believe me, look for yourself. Don't believe a word you've been told, do it for yourself, nobody's saving your soul. I get it, it's hard to come to terms with this shit. It's so simple that I forget how crazy some of this is. If you don't get it, your mind is under control. How long will it take for this to sink in? You have nothing to fear, I know where to begin. The earth is not a sphere, I said the curvature is missing. If you're thinking any different, I'm grabbing your shoulders and shaking. I'll make it clear that you haven't been mistaking reality for belief. Your body and mind is taking, get a grip. You're living in a sick reality with a twist. Keep telling yourself everything is fine, go ahead and try to solve this shit. You can guarantee flat earthers around me won't be buying it. Think again, your whole team is lying, kid. Wake up, we're too close to the end to quit. The truth is easy to live with when you realize that what you see is illegitimate. It's been a minute since I questioned it. Feels like we're the only humans doing the fucking questioning. I look around and they're always trying to get the best of me. Simple the numbers, the planet in reality, sacred geometry. I'm sick of them trying to hide the truth from you and me. We're living on a flat plane and that shit is plain to see. The horizon rises to your eyes, it glows an impossibility. You got us once, but never again will you fool me. I can tell that these liars around us barely even try. When will you realize that real lies, real lies, real lies? They're spraying our skies and we're just sitting watching your life racing by while they're getting away with telling the whole world lies. We have them caught, they can only run and hide. It's about time that we stand up and fight. We need to look for the phantoms in the night. Take their knowledge and be free, show everybody what's wrong and right. The earth is flat, why can't you see? I don't know about you, it's just me. The earth is really flat and that shit is easy to see. Mind controlling your being, I guess this is our destiny. Any proof about a ball, go ahead, shoot some fucking shots at me. Every day I look around, yet nobody questions me. If they do, it's like they're out of touch with their own reality. Think you can try me? The earth is not a ball. You haven't thought, you follow blindly. Start thinking for yourself, you'll begin to see that everything they tell us is a fallacy. We're surrounded with false information and negativity. Look for truth, they're stripping us of nature and ripping us from reality. Don't believe me, look for yourself and use your eyes that can see. wanna try me, man, I need you to know that this is exactly what I planned. You were supposed to stay in the darkness and damned, but now you're here. Illuminati want you to kick this off, turn around and run as quickly as you can. Revealing the truth is something they just simply cannot stand. If you stay with me for long enough, I'll brainwash you into thinking for yourself, and pretty soon you'll understand where I'm coming from. You'll see that this is reality and nothing else. I only wanna help, don't believe me, look for yourself. If you don't get it, your mind is under control. How long will it take for this to sink in? You have nothing to fear, I know where to begin. The earth is not a sphere, I said the curvature is missing. If you're thinking any different, I'm grabbing your shoulders and shaking. I'll make it clear that you haven't been mistaking reality for belief. Your body and mind is taking, get a grip. You're living in a sick reality with a twist. Keep telling yourself everything is fine, go ahead and try to solve this shit. You can guarantee flat earthers around me won't be buying it. Think again, your whole team is lying, kid. Wake up, we're too close to the end to quit. The truth is easy to live with when you realize that what you see is illegitimate. It's been a minute since I questioned it. Feels like we're the only humans doing the fucking questioning. I look around and they're always trying to get the best of me. Symbols and numbers, the planet in reality, sacred geometry. I'm sick of them trying to hide the truth from you and me. We're living on a flat plane and that shit is plain to see. The horizon rises to your eyes, it glows an impossibility. You got us once, but never again will you fool me. I can tell that these liars around us barely even try. When will you realize that real lies, real lies, real lies? They're spraying our skies and we're just sitting watching your life racing by while they're getting away with telling the whole world lies. We have them caught, they can only run and hide. It's about time that we stand up and fight. We need to look for the phantoms in the night. Take their knowledge and be free, show everybody what's wrong and right. The earth is flat, why can't you see? I don't know about you, it's just me. But it's really flat and that shit is easy to see. Mind controlling your being, I guess this is our destiny. Any proof about a ball, go ahead, shoot some fucking shots at me. Every day I look around, yet nobody questions me. If they do, it's like they're out of touch with their own reality. Think you can try me? The earth is not a ball. You haven't thought, you follow blindly. Start thinking for yourself, you'll begin to see that everything they tell us is a fallacy. We're surrounded with false information and negativity. Look for truth, they're stripping us of nature and ripping us from reality. Don't believe me, look for yourself and use your eyes that can see. I can't believe you really wanna try me, man. I need you to know that this is exactly what I planned. You were supposed to stay in the darkness and damned, but now you're here. Illuminati want you to kick this off, turn around and run as quickly as you can. Revealing the truth is something they just simply cannot stand. If you stay with me for long enough, I'll brainwash you into thinking for yourself, and pretty soon you'll understand where I'm coming from. You'll see that this is reality and nothing else. The time is now, don't be an idiot and take this help. The earth is flat, the stars are set up on shelves. Sacred geometry is true and we're surrounded by 12s, feeding you the reversal of truth just to drag you down to hell. I hope you get it. If you don't, you're just not genuine. If you try to argue against it, you'll see curvature is missing. Anybody living on a ball, you're indoctrinated. Education system has you tripping. I'm telling you that you have eyes that can see, senses that can feel, and ears that can fucking listen. The earth is not a ball, and no, it isn't fucking spinning. Take a look around and you'll see people asking questions. Truth seekers all across the plane, on the streets giving lessons to the ones that want it and to the ones that don't. We'll give you money if you can prove you're living on a globe. I bet you won't. Level water is impossible on a ball. Show me bendy water, go ahead, try to prove me wrong. You can't, it doesn't exist. Bodies of water don't curve at all. Space and gravity are fake, up and down on a flat plane. If it goes up, it's gonna fall. You're not the one to blame. I also was lied to about the ball, it's not your fault. I'm gonna wake you up to this motherfucking deception. Anybody living on a ball, give them a lesson. Tell them earth is flat and then simply answer their questions. The truth doesn't fear investigation.
And the dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon? No! That stuff is flat! That stuff is flat!
Wherever it leads, follow the truth.
Flat!
Dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you. In my arms when I want you. And all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. Want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. The edge is in your mind. The edge is in your mind. The edge is in your mind. The edge is in your mind.
I only want to help, don't believe me, look for yourself. Don't believe a word you've been told, do it for yourself, nobody's saving your soul. I I get it, it's hard to come to terms with it. It's so simple that I forget how crazy some of this is. If you don't get it, your mind is under control. How long will it take for this to sink in? You have nothing to fear, I know where to begin. The earth is not a sphere, I said the curvature is missing. If you're thinking any different, I'm grabbing your shoulders and shaking. I'll make it clear that you haven't been mistaking reality for belief. Your body and mind is taking, get a grip. You're living in a sick reality with a twist. Keep telling yourself everything is fine. Go ahead and try to solve this. You can guarantee flat earthers around me won't be buying it. Think again, your whole team is lying, kid. Wake up, we're too close to the end to quit. The truth is easy to live with when you realize that what you see is illegitimate. It's been a minute since I questioned it. Feels like we're the only humans doing questioning. I look around and they're always trying to get the best of me. Symbols and numbers, the planet in reality, sacred geometry. I'm sick of them trying to hide the truth from you and me. We're living on a flat plane. It's plain to see the horizon rises to your eyes. It glows an impossibility. You got us once, but never again will you fool me. I can tell that these liars around us barely even try. When will you realize that real lies, real lies, real lies? They're spraying our skies and you're just sitting watching your life racing by while they're getting away with telling the whole world lies. We have them caught, they can only run and hide. It's about time that we stand up and fight. We need to look for the phantoms in the night. Take their knowledge and be free. Show everybody what's wrong and right. The earth is flat, why can't you see? I don't know about you, it's just me. The earth is really flat and that shit is easy to see. Mind controlling your being, I guess this is our destiny. Every day I look around, yet nobody questions me. If they do, it's like they're out of touch with their own reality. Think you can try me? The earth is not a ball. You haven't thought, you follow blindly. Start thinking for yourself, you'll begin to see that everything they tell us is a fallacy. We're surrounded with false information and negativity. Look for truth, they're stripping us of nature and ripping us from reality. Don't believe me, look for yourself and use your eyes that can see. I can't believe you really want to try me, man. I need you to know that this is exactly what I planned. You were supposed to stay in the darkness and damned, but now you're here. Illuminati want you to kick this off, turn around and run as quickly as you can. Revealing the truth is something they just simply cannot stand. If you stay with me for long enough, I'll brainwash you into thinking for yourself, and pretty soon you'll understand where I'm coming from. You'll see that this is reality and nothing else. I only want to help, don't believe me, look for yourself. If you don't get it, your mind is under control. How long will it take for this to sink in? You have nothing to fear, I know where to begin. The earth is not a sphere, I said the curvature is missing. If you're thinking any different, I'm grabbing your shoulders and shaking. I'll make it clear that you haven't been mistaking reality for belief. Your body and mind is taking, get a grip. You're living in a sick reality with a twist. Keep telling yourself everything is fine. Go ahead and try to solve this. You can guarantee flat earthers around me won't be buying it. Think again, your whole team is lying, kid. Wake up, we're too close to the end to quit. The truth is easy to live with when you realize that what you see is illegitimate. It's been a minute since I questioned it. Feels like we're the only humans doing questioning. I look around and they're always trying to get the best of me. Symbols and numbers, the planet in reality, sacred geometry. I'm sick of them trying to hide the truth from you and me. We're living on a flat plane, it's plain to see. The horizon rises to your eyes, it glows an impossibility. You got us once, but never again will you fool me. I can tell that these liars around us barely even try. When will you realize that real lies, real lies, real lies? They're spraying our skies and you're just sitting watching your life racing by while they're getting away with telling the whole world lies. We have them caught, they can only run and hide. It's about time that we stand up and fight. We need to look for the phantoms in the night. Take their knowledge and be free. Show everybody what's wrong and right. The earth is flat, why can't you see? I look around, yet nobody questions me. If they do, it's like they're out of touch with their own reality. Think you can try me? The earth is not a ball. You haven't thought, you follow blindly. Start thinking for yourself, you'll begin to see that everything they tell us is a fallacy. We're surrounded with false information and negativity. Look for truth, they're stripping us of nature and ripping us from reality. Don't believe me, look for yourself and use your eyes that can see. I can't believe you really want to try me, man. I need you to know that this is exactly what I planned. You were supposed to stay in the darkness and damned, but now you're here. Illuminati want you to kick this off, turn around and run as quickly as you can. Revealing the truth is something they just simply cannot stand. If you stay with me for long enough, I'll brainwash you into thinking for yourself, and pretty soon you'll understand where I'm coming from. You'll see that this is reality and nothing else. The time is now, don't be an idiot and take this help. The earth is flat, the stars are set up on shelves. Sacred geometry is true and we're surrounded by 12s, feeding you the reversal of truth just to drag you down. I hope you get it. If you don't, you're just not genuine. If you try to argue against it, you'll see curvature is missing. Anybody living on a ball, you're indoctrinated. Education system has you tripping. I'm telling you that you have eyes that can see, senses that can feel, and ears that can listen. The earth is not a ball, and no, it isn't spinning. Take a look around and you'll see people asking questions. Truth seekers all across the plain, on the streets giving lessons to the ones that want it and to the ones that don't. Level water is impossible on a ball. Show me bendy water, go ahead, try to prove me wrong. You can't, it doesn't exist. Bodies of water don't curve at all. Space and gravity are fake, up and down on the flat plane. I'm gonna wake you up to the deception. Anybody living on a ball, give them a lesson. Tell them Earth is flat and then simply answer their questions. The truth doesn't fear investigation.
And the dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon? No! That stuff is flat! That stuff is flat!
Wherever it leads, follow the truth.
Flat!
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible. And you can tell it's real because it looks so real. We'd have way better
going like, well, it's this and it's not this and it's that. Let's just talk about this shared mystery that we're so...
One of the great challenges in this book is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right.
Well, it's this and it's not this and it's that. Let's just talk about this shared mystery.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. You can tell it's real because it looks so fake. Fake, fake, fake.
Days of work, he climbs the wall and smiles as the water falls. A fountain in the city looking on. Inside her shining everything, a kind of bliss is like a dream. Hand a cheek to slave the words that run. And the morning pushes on. And the morning pushes on. Every day a part to play until the day is done. Here we are and the morning pushes on. Mother hasn't touched the drink and can't decide what she should think. The California man has caught her eye. The diver understands our faith and Arizona real estate, but feels the burn of talking all the time. And the morning pushes on. And the morning pushes on. Every day a part to play until the day is done. Here we are and the morning pushes on. On. Every day a part to play until the day is done. Here we are in the morning, pushes on. Here we are in the morning, pushes on.